Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, one lamp.
One lum is here. Okay. All right, we're live. Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good evening. I'm just gonna give it a couple of minutes. People are joining in. People are logging in and checking out the stream. So, yes, I hope everyone is having a happy and fun. What is today? Wednesday? What's today, Nikhil? Wednesday? Spinny? Sun?
Yeah, I
Wednesday?
think it's Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, today is Wednesday. Okay, good. So hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. I'm just checking to see people who have joined in. Yes, people are joining in. If you guys are on the platform, you can join Discord. We're on Discord. Discord will only be for voice if you want to talk or interact. Otherwise, yeah, there's chat on the platform, so you can talk to us there. For this week only, you can talk to us on YouTube as well. So if you're watching the stream on YouTube, you can talk with us there and interact. Let me just open that up. There we go. I can see the YouTubes. Strings is here. Who strings? I wonder.
Strings. Hello, strings. Strings, if you can hear, you won't be able
String,
to
yeah.
hear, right?
Whoever strings is, if you're on Discord, again, just join the lobby. I think I'll just pull that up on the stream. Yeah. So you can see we're on Discord. We're chilling on Discord right now, so you can join our Discord. If you want to know how to join our Discord, I'll just run you through that again really quickly. Doop, doop, doop. So, if you remember, you go to the dashboard. Right on the dashboard, you can see the big Discord box. Click connect. Once you click connect, it'll connect you straight to Discord. And ta-da! Here you are. So yes, if you're on the stream, if you're watching the stream, feel free to join Discord. We're going to be having quite a bit of fun today. So join in, don't feel shy. I'll just have Live 11 on the screen to tease people. Someone joined in. Who joined in? I
One
should.
lamp. One lamp joined in.
Hey, One Lam. Hey, Alwyn. Alwyn's here. One Lam's here. How are you guys doing? How's your Wednesday evening so far? No one's typing, no one's saying anything. Everyone's so quiet.
I'm guessing one lamp is in between work. No?
Could be, yeah. One Lam will generally type in. So, yes, One Lam, feel free to type in. We will read your chats. Jackson is here. Hey, Jackson. Yeah, so everyone's slowly streaming in. So, I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes, get everyone warm up, grab your bag of popcorn, grab yourself a nice drink, and we'll get started real soon. Hello, sir. Hey, Alwyn. How's it going, Alwyn? How's your Wednesday evening? Yeah, the weather is pretty cold. There's supposed to be a cyclone hitting us, no?
Yeah, in
It is.
Chennai side.
Yeah, the cyclone's hitting Chennai, and we should be feeling the effects of it quite soon. It is getting pretty cold. They say it's gonna like pour over the next couple of days. Um, but yeah, cold weather is nice weather, especially when you're in Bangalore. So not a bad thing. Okay, so we have a couple of people. I'm guessing a couple more will join in. Let's just see what the scene is on the YouTubes. We have a couple of people on YouTube. Guys, feel free to say hi. Say hi on chat if you're on YouTube. If you're on the platform we have chat on the platform, so we're watching that chat as well. So feel free to say hi over there as well. I'm also checking that. I have many screens in front of me. More people joining in. All right. Akshay is here. Hello, Akshay. Akshay has now become a regular viewer. All right, so let's see what we got. Ooh, somebody left Discord. Hey, Akshay. How's your Wednesday evening so far? Yeah, so guys, if you're chatting, if you're talking to me, there will be a bit of a delay. There is a delay on the stream, so there will be a couple of seconds before I respond. Hi, Don. Every day is a Sunday. That is true. In these times, pretty much every day feels like a Sunday. Except for us, every day feels like a Monday for us. There's quite a bit for us to take care of on the daily right now. So it is quite hectic. But it's fun. It's fun times. We're doing some fun things. Let's see what's happening on Discord. All right, so in the meantime, let's take a look at the platform. Let's see what's going on. Some people have been asking some questions. A lot of people have been sharing music, so we'll probably listen to some music today, listen to some student music, see what interesting things you guys have been making. You guys have been commenting on music also. That's awesome. Again, guys, if you're using the platform, let us know how you feel about the platform. Let us know if you guys have any questions. If there are new features you want us to add, let us know. If there's something broken, because there's pretty much something breaking on the platform every day that I have to fix. So if you find something that's broken, let me know. I'll get on that and fix it as well. So let's take a look at the Q&A forum. What is trending right now? Okay, so we have a question by Manjush. Manjush is one of our students who's getting married tomorrow. Hi, I was just looking at Timbaland's work. I accidentally came to know about his work. I am sure there are many music producers that do awesome work. Can you name some here? Yeah. We have some answers over here. Tavish has posted a couple of producers, Ben Bomer, Tin Liquor, Luttrell. Spinny's got some, I've got some. Yeah, so you guys make sure you guys are going through the Q&A forum. There's a couple of really good threads that are ongoing right now that people have been interacting with. Some good music, some fun times. So get in on that for sure. We also have, a bunch of music. All right, so we'll start going through some music. Let's see, how many people do we have watching right now? All right. Cool, so we're 15 minutes in, we might as well get started. So today, we're gonna, like I said yesterday, this week we're just gonna be looking at Ableton Live 11. We're gonna be just breaking down some features, so I've made my notes. I have a bunch of features that I wanna go over today. We'll go over some features today. We'll start playing around with them today. We'll go over some features tomorrow and the day after. So this week, we're just going to be playing around with new features on Live 11 and see what is what. Strings is hello, I am Raju. Hi, Raju. Thanks for tuning in. Raju, again, if you want, you can join the voice chat room. Somebody else has left. Okay. So Raju, you can join the voice chat room. You just have to click on the lobby icon over here if you want to talk to us. You can still text and type and talk to us. That's also perfectly fine. But if you would like to, talk to us, you can just, click on the lobby link and join in directly. Okay, so where were we? Yes, so this week we're just going to be talking about Live 11. There's a bunch of new features, a bunch of exciting things to go through and understand and play around with on Live 11, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But before that, I wanted to play. There's a couple of you guys have been posting your music on the Q&A forum. So I thought, why not play some of that music? Let's listen to what people are creating. Maybe you guys have some feedback on that and would like to say something. So let's play some music and see what we have. So first we have music by Mahin. He has 2 musical projects, Dilemo, Old School Style Lyrical Lab, okay, and Mokasa, which is retro chill out instrumental meditative music, okay. Most recent album, okay, Spotify. There's quite a few tracks over here. So let's go for Ni Mokasa because that's, I don't know, it sounds like the title track. All right, let's listen to this. I just can't listen to it. I have to sign in. All right, we're not going to listen to Spotify music. I have to sign into Spotify and I have no idea what my username and password is for Spotify. So instead, let's listen to somebody else. Let's go to the next one. Ibinu has something on SoundCloud. Okay, let's give this a listen. Some interesting sounds. Can you guys hear the music? If you guys are having trouble hearing the music, let me know.
On Discord, I don't think it's...
No, on Discord you won't hear it. It'll be only on the stream. So this is Rider by Ibinu. Some interesting guitar licks in there. All right, so that was Ibinu's Rider. Interesting song. Again, if you guys would like to comment on everyone's music, go to the Q&A forum. Under post your music ideas, you'll see a bunch of people posting their music, so make sure to check that out. Let's move on to the next one. Arjun. Let's see what Arjun has.
Make an entrance. On the down, now you got it on the pension. Vibing with my G, let it know my recent
this is
beat.
again a
DJ
Spotify.
30, yeah, you got the little golden key. You know how it is, trying to set my mind straight. Tripping on the little sucker, fuck a mood trade. Don't you know me, the players got me OG. Let you get your traders, none of y'all can slow me. Can't you see me, I'm just trying to be me. Sucker, fucker, haters, all of y'all can blow me. Let it loose on the mics, my therapy. Pumping iron with my fist, it's my energy. Tripping on the sicker beat, don't play me. Make an entrance.
An interesting song. That was just a snippet, obviously, because I have to log into Spotify. I'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll log into Spotify and we'll listen to the music on Spotify and listen to you guys' stuff there. But interesting song. Hip hop music. I always love hip hop music. Nice beats, good use of samples. Always fun to listen to that. Akshay has posted a song. Let's listen to Akshay's song. And this is with Nikhil, our resident trainer, Nikhil Bijay. Again, for you guys on Discord, you will not hear the music or anything that I'm playing off the system. You'll have to watch the stream.
I'm caught in a race. Just yesterday I danced in the rain, chasing the ball as it raced towards the boundary line. I carried away. I remember the times when things would just ease into my arms. Looking back, it feels like there's no telling what you're gonna get. Every new day brings some joy and some regrets.
It's a really nice song. I haven't heard this one yet.
And now I have to let go. I think I'm ready to face this.
Oh no, I did this in like 50 hours. This was for that 2-day challenge, no?
Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, you told me about that.
I'm off to higher places. But I'm off to higher places. I'm walking away from the fights we used to fight. I'm trading away all the things we swore we'd never part with. I'm falling for love like I thought I would never fall again. I carry the weight as I live my life like I used to live. I think I'm ready to face this. I'm ready for changes. I'll never forget. But I'm off to higher places.
Really nice song.
But I'm off to higher places.
Yay. Claps. That's a really good song by Nikhil and Akshay. Nikhil, are you guys, so the submission is in, right?
Yeah, no, that was it was done like within like 3 weeks or something. They were like, I think some 7,000 entries or something for
Wow.
that. So yeah, and they picked like 3 people.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah.
Um, are you guys planning on working on this after since it's done, or like doing a bit on the mix or the master, things like that?
Maybe, but yeah, we thought no, for this particular song you're asking. No, we
For
thought
this
we'll
one,
just
yeah.
put it out. We thought
As
we'll put
is.
it out as is, and yeah,
Nice.
work on something else.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Sounds very cool. Great stuff.
Hey, thanks, man.
We have another track by Spinny. This is Beat Repeat and Ilama. Ilama, is that how you pronounce it? I guess so. So let's listen to Akshay and Spinny. Nice. Really good song. I like the pop in the end. That drop in between was pretty cool. Beat using some killer beat repeating techniques. Yeah, so really nice work on the beats. That drop was really cool. The beats throughout. Um, where'd you guys get those samples of the vocal samples? Was those samples? Did you record that? How did you get that? Is anyone typing? Spinny? Actually, it's like, Spinny, do you want to reply? All samples. But where'd you get the samples from? Spinny, you can talk. You can unmute yourself and talk. Vocals of your friend. So you got this. Spinny, you can unmute yourself and talk. Oh, nice. So so you got her just to record a bunch of samples and sent it over, and you guys spliced it all together. Waiting for people to type. They're very slow typers. My microphone is not working. Okay, good to know. I got some vocals from a video from Facebook too. Nice. That's okay. Nice, great use of samples. It would be cool to see a music video on this. You guys should make a music video on this song also. I think Spinny was talking to me about doing a music video for one of his songs that he's making. This is a really good song. You guys should think about doing a music video for this also. Or like just do some like cool graphics with the artwork that you guys got. Spinny's good at doing those things. Awesome, great song. I think we have one more song. Let's see. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. Awesome music. Always love the stuff that you guys put out. It is always inspiring to hear you guys put out some stuff. Oh, okay. All right, last track by our one and only Nikhil Bijay. The Possession of Time. Let's listen to this. Nice. Did someone say something in the end, or was that like a sample in the end? What does it sound? Nikhil? Nikhil's deafened himself.
So that was yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you just mute your the stream. I
Got
can
it, got
hear
it, got it. Yeah.
both
So
at the same time.
basically, so Sharon, you must know Sharon, right? He's this audio engineer. In the,
Audio Academy.
yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he put this video on his Instagram, and I think after shooting, he was going to say some or something. I just cut it off, but I forgot to cut the beginning of it. So I asked him to send this video of the clock, and
Nice. Really
yeah,
good video though. Nice and glitchy. Anything you want to talk about the song since you're here?
no, so basically, yeah, that the footage of this old grandfather's clock inspired me. Like, even the hi hats in that song are entirely the clock picks only. I didn't use any
Oh,
other
nice.
samples. And also, there was this noise with that, no, like when it comes close to like that, I think gear turning noise. Krrr.
Yeah, yeah.
So I used a lot of that to fill up the ambience.
Very
It was pretty.
nice. Nice, good stuff. Good to see that a lot of people are using a lot of sample-based music. Um, yeah, I think pretty much every song that we went through today is like everyone had something sample-based over there. That was pretty fun. So yes, that was fun. It was fun going through music. It's always fun listening to people's music. Again, guys, if you want to post your music, if you want to post not even just full tracks, but even just ideas, like I think Ibnu just posted an idea. Post your ideas. You'll get some feedback. You'll get some feedback of maybe things you could do, maybe things you can add, and where you can go from there. So don't feel shy. Post your music. The only way to get better at your music is by sharing it with people and getting constructive feedback. And that's the point of the platform. The point of the platform is so that you can talk to us, you can talk to your other members on the platform, and get feedback from everybody. So don't feel shy. Ask your questions, and yeah, post your ideas. Always helpful. Yeah, I had quite a few more people join in. So now for the moment that everyone has been waiting for, and that is, let's start going through some features of Ableton Live 11. So I'm guessing you guys are all excited for Ableton Live 11 coming out soon. Vehal has joined. Awesome. Everyone just like the moment the playing music got over and it was time to get into Ableton Live, like suddenly everyone started joining in. Nice. So let's see what we got here. So we're gonna go through a couple of features on the beta. Like I said before, over the week I'll be going through pretty much all the features on the beta, or as much that I can go through as possible this week. That is whatever I have access to. So yeah, we're going to be covering a bunch today. Today we're going to be looking at a lot of what do you say, workflow changes that have come to Ableton Live. So we're going to be looking at things like comping, probability, scale, new edit functions, new session functions, and a couple of other things as well. So yeah, as I'm going through this, you guys, if you have questions, if there is something you find interesting, if there's something you want to talk about in particular, feel free to put your question in chat. If you're on Discord, you could ask your question in voice also if you'd like. Completely up to you guys. So be free to ask your questions. We also have a running thread on the Q&A forum for Live 11. So starting, already started, but we will be updating the thread and talking about different features on this thread. So Live 11 is here. If you guys have questions about Live 11, if there's things you'd like to know, things that don't make sense, get on the platform. Under General, the title is Live 11 is here. You guys can ask questions over here. I will answer those questions for you. I am, after all, an Ableton certified trainer, so you always have that to bank on. So yes, so let's get into it. Let's see what we got, and let's take it from there. Let's see. All right. So the first thing we're going to look at is comping. So for those of you who don't know what comping is basically the ability to record and edit multiple takes at the same time. So there is a really nice video on the Ableton site, so I'm just going to play the video so you guys can see what I'm talking about, and then I'm going to show it to you. So let me just hide my face so you can watch the video.
There's a tree growing in my bed, rooted on the side where you slept. So when I cry in my sleep, chlorophyll runs down my cheek. Every morning when I wake up and I feel like I can't get up, a branch grows out of my sheets, helping me get back on my feet. I've been longing for the water that you drank from my hands. Couldn't see I'm the garden of my home. It's my home.
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, that you can record multiple takes and edit them on the fly. So this works for both MIDI as well as audio.
It's my home. Of my home.
Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is quite fun. Let me just get my pretty face back on screen. There we go. And let's jump into live. All right, so today we're gonna look at this with MIDI. We're not gonna look at it with audio today. Another day when we're working on something else, we'll also be looking at audio and some edit functions with audio. So let's say, for example, so I have this musical piece over here. Oh my God, that's so loud. 1 second. All right, so let's say, for example, let's just remove this one section. And let's go ahead and loop this section. Just make sure my... All right, that's working. Let's make a bigger section. Okay, I'm going to turn on my punch-in for recording and let us record a section. Oops, I lost it. All right, let's go for it. So I'm just randomly playing some stuff. Just a whole bunch of random things. So I recorded all that and I was looping it in that one section. And now what I can do is, if I right click on the track, I can select show take lanes. And like magic, I can see all my takes over here. Right? So I can play back the last take. If I want to listen to a particular lane, I can click on this button over here, and I can just listen to that lane. Some very random sounds. Okay, so obviously we're not taking that. So there's some good stuff over there. Let's listen to this one. So like this last section over here, I really like this last section, right? So I want to keep this last section. So I can select it, hit enter, and you can see that it's immediately been added into my main file over here. So I can just take the sections that I like and just keep adding them in. So let's find some other sections that I like. Let's take this also. Right, and maybe we will take this section over here. I think this was interesting. And yeah, let's see what we got. So let me turn off that speaker, and now let's play our section. Right, so that's an easy way just to like put down ideas and just, you know, bring those ideas together, right? It becomes a lot easier. Now another fun thing you can do with this is once that is done, and you know, if you feel like, okay, this is your final piece, this is what you want to work with, just select the whole thing, Control J, consolidate it. You can not show your lanes anymore, and this is your new MIDI piece, right? Right, so an easy way to get your new piece. Yep. Another cool thing you can do is you can actually link tracks together and edit them together. So imagine I have my rhythm and melody over here, right? I can select these two tracks. Okay, so I'm holding Shift and I selected those two tracks. I'm going to, okay, these two are already linked. Let me just unlink this. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to select these two tracks. I'm going to right click and I'm going to link these tracks. Now, the moment you do that, you notice over here, this icon has come up over here, which means these tracks are linked. Now, this is linked editing, which means whatever edit I make on the top track reflects on the bottom track. So you see, I'm just editing this one track and it's affecting the other. This also works in, you know, if I'm making cuts. So I made a cut over here. Notice that it is reflected on both tracks, not just one. So this is actually going to be really useful if you guys are working with audio. Like, for example, if you're recording a lot of you know, harmonies, and you have a bunch of harmonies together, you can edit them all together. This works across all edit functions. So if you're cutting, splicing, extending, even if you're warping audio and extending, it'll work across linked tracks, which is pretty cool. Again, I'll show all the audio stuff on another day when we're looking at audio. So I'll probably connect a synth or something, and we'll go through that in detail and have some fun with that. But yes, this only works for editing, which means it will not affect your solos or mutes or anything like that. So if I solo, notice only one track is soloing, muting, only one track is muting. Moving my mix position, you know, nothing changes, only my mix position changes on that one track, not across. So this is only linked for editing. So that's one important thing to keep in mind when you guys are playing with this. Yeah, so that's pretty much comping. So a lot of fun. It's going to be very useful, especially for guys who are playing their music out. You can have a lot of fun with this, with vocals, with guitars, anything that you're recording, whether it's audio, whether it's MIDI, it works for both, and it's a lot of fun. So there's going to be definitely a lot of great things coming out of that and people playing around with that. The next thing I want to talk about is some new MIDI functions. So let's open up a MIDI clip. Yeah, let's take a drum clip. Let me just unlink this because this is going to become a problem later. All right. So I have my MIDI clip over here. Now, if you notice, there are some changes. So let me loop this so that we listen back to this. And I'm just going to solo these drums and turn off the metronome. All right. So a bunch of new things added over here in the piano roll and your clip view. A lot of things look different, so we're going to just talk about that for a bit and talk about the fun things that you can do in the new clip editor. So one thing that is new is we now have probability. So probability, you can see this probability section at the bottom. Let me just make that a little bigger. Okay. Now, basically what the probability section does is it decides whether it's the chance of whether something is going to play. So let's take, for example, these hi-hats. So I'm just going to select all my hi-hats. And I'm just going to use my pencil tool. So I'm hitting B to select my pencil tool. And I'm just going to draw in some probability. So these are chances, basically. So that is the higher the number, the higher the chance that that thing will play. In this case, it's going to be hi-hats. So now when I play, so you can hear sometimes the hi-hats play, sometimes it doesn't. And it's all left up to chance. So my chance is based on the percentage that I've set over here. The higher percentage, the higher the chance that that actual thing will play. A fun way to do this is if you take a lot of, so we have some hits over here like crashes and cowbells and things. Toms, okay, let's just add in some random toms. Cowbell, right? I'm just randomly putting all these things in here. Just put these toms. Right? Just add them in randomly. I'm going to select all of these things that I just added. The hell? Okay. Just do that again. So I'm just selecting those. And in my probability, I can now, again, go back to my pencil tool, and let's draw some probability around this. So I'm going to get a unique pattern of these sounds playing randomly every time. Okay, also the velocity is really low, so I'll just bring up the velocity of everything. There you go. So you can see every time it's playing, it's almost like a new pattern that's playing out. Because I've played around with probability, and depending on the chance that I've set over here, that individual thing will play now. So you get some pretty fun sounds over there. So it's basically a chance of whether that that individual hit or that note plays or not. That's what probability defines. The next thing we have is we can change around velocity. We have a bit more control over velocity now. So I'm just going to go ahead and play around with this on my hats. So I'm just going to choose all my hats. Okay. Now the first thing I can do is I can randomize the velocity of all my hats. So if you see over here, I have randomize over here. So if I randomize this, all my velocity points have randomized now. And let's listen to it. Right? So you can hear how it's, it's just randomly, the velocity has randomly placed around. Now I can be a bit more precise with my randomness also. What I can do is I've selected all my hats again. I can see my total velocity over here. I can just bring this down. I'm just going to bring it down. Sorry. Just bring down this range. So you can see I'm going in the negative on this velocity range. And what's going to happen now is it's going to randomly play every note in this velocity range. So it's going to change the rate, the velocity per note according to the range that I've selected over here. So let's give that a listen. Right? So you can hear that it's, changing now. We've done that in the negative. Let's actually do that in the positive. So I'll just bring my velocity down for all this together. And let's do a positive velocity range. And let's listen now. Right, so the velocity is now changing within that range. Right? So I mean, again, you can't really say it's humanizing it. You're just adding some randomness to velocity, which will always add some, interesting sounds. So that's always something to play around with. Uh, duh, duh, duh. Yeah, and that is pretty much it. Another thing is you'll notice that on some of these notes there is a little black indicator on the top left. Okay, that basically means that those notes have been left up to chance. So some of those notes will work, some of them won't work, depending on the chance that you've set. So if you have this little black marker on the top left corner of your individual notes, that means that probability has been set for those notes. So that's another important thing to keep in mind. So yeah, again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask your questions. Don't feel shy, ask your questions. Let me know what questions you have. I will answer them for you. Okay. Let me just get back to that. All right, so that's definitely going to be a lot of fun. I mean, now the amount of editing you can do within your MIDI and just playing around with things over here is definitely going to change things around. The amount of randomness that you can add and just play around with the different notes, right? You're going to have a lot of fun doing that, just with probability, with chance, playing around with your velocity. There's definitely going to be some interesting drum grooves that you can create now just by programming in velocity, chances, and things like that. So that's going to be a lot of fun that you can have with Live 11 in terms of playing around with drums. Another thing that they added was if we go to our... So I'm just going to open a melody clip and let me just solo this and loop this. Right. So in the clip editor over here, when you're in MIDI, if you notice on the left, we also have this button that says scale. Okay. So when I click on the scale button, I can choose the scale. So right now I am in an A minor, so I can choose the note and the type of scale. There's a bunch of scale types over here. If you guys are used to the push 2 or have ever used the push 2, this might seem familiar. And these are pretty much the same scales that you see on the push 2 that you have available in the push 2. In this case, we're using an A minor. So I've selected an A minor. And now in my piano roll, all I can see is only the notes that belong in that scale. So if I'm on an A minor scale, I just have the notes in this scale. Now, what's really fun with this is I can just make some random melody lines. So yeah, let me just delete this. I'll just go ahead and delete all the notes in here. Right? So I have my A minor scale selected. I can just use my pencil tool, and I'm just drawing randomly. I just drew some notes, right? And this is going to be a melody line, and it's going to be in scale. So let's see what happens. I mean, it's super random, but it's in scale. Right? You drew some snakes. Yes, I drew some snakes and I made a melody line out of my snakes. So, yeah, I mean, that's a great way of just, randomly writing a melody line. But also, if you're, decent in your music theory, or if you're not so decent in your music theory, just to keep yourself in check, to make sure that you're not, putting in notes that don't belong in your scale, to make sure that you're always in key. This will be a very helpful tool to help you do that. So yes, you can draw around, make some random choices, and always have a melody line. So just randomly click in places. Everything's going to be in scale, so. Also, I'm guessing that my scale is A minor. I have no idea what my scale is. Yeah, it's an A minor. But yeah, an easy way of just, getting in notes and making sure that you're always in scale. It'll help out a lot when you're making chords, right? If you want to develop some interesting chords, that'll always be helpful. Let's actually try that out and see what happens. So let's take this one. So let's do this. And let's delete oopsie. Let's delete everything here. Let me just loop this. And let's give it a beat to play with. All right. So let's set the scale so we know we're on A minor. So I'm going to just choose A, make sure it's minor. Right. Start putting in notes. Right? So super helpful if you want to add notes to an existing chord. If you have an existing chord over here, again, I'll just set the scale, minor, and let me just loop this. And we can just add some extra notes on top, see what happens. Right? An easy way of adding notes to what you're already playing on and staying in scale all the time. So you don't have to break your head and figure out if you're in scale, are you going out of key or anything like that. So a great way of doing that. All right, let's see what else we have to go through. So link editing session. Yes, so a couple more things. So in session view, we have a couple of changes. Just close this. So in session view, I think yesterday we talked about this, that we have CPU metering over here. So if you want to check if you have a very intense project, a very heavy project, you can check and see if you have say a track that is overloading your CPU. There's too much going on that track. So you can actually see it through your CPU meters over here, and you can freeze and flatten that track if you want, and take care of any overloading on your CPU that could happen because of individual tracks. So that's really going to be helpful for a lot of people who are not running very powerful systems. Another thing is on the master track. So when you open a default track, you'll notice that on your master you have these numbers written next to your individual scenes over here on your master track. If you expand that, you can now enter in individual tempos and time signatures for your individual scenes. This was available before. You could do this before, but you would have to type this in manually. There wasn't a separate section for it. But now another cool thing is you can actually go into scene. You have properties for each scene. So you can also add in follow actions per scene. So before we had follow actions per individual clips. Now we have follow actions for the scene itself, which is something that people have been asking for a while. So you can set follow actions between clips. You can set the tempo for you can set follow actions between scenes. And you can also set the tempo as well as signature separately for every scene independently. And you can take it from there. So yeah, that's definitely going to be helpful for guys who are performing on stage, who want to use this on stage. That's definitely going to help you out. The last thing I wanted to show you is templates. So if you look in our browser section over here on the left, you'll notice that we have this little section called templates. So you can save a template over here. You can save a project file as a template over here. And, let's just say, you have a template for, say, mastering a track, or a template of a track for mastering, or things like that. You can just drag the template. Let's say voiceover. I'll just drag this and drop it in the project. And immediately that track has loaded in. So the track is loaded in with, everything that I want on the track, whatever types of effects, however I want that track loaded up, I can just do that. So that's going to be very useful for, just pre-making your tracks. If you know that, there's a bunch of effects that you like for your, for recording different instruments, you can just load up a track with all that set up. If you have, so over here you have templates for like, podcasts and things like that. So you can just load in the entire thing and the whole thing will load in over here. So you notice the whole thing is loaded up over here. So you can load in templates within a project and have them work between projects, which is very useful. That'll be very useful in your, just to increase the speed of your workflow. That'll definitely be very helpful. So yeah, so these are basically all of the workflow updates that have come to 11. I know workflow is not that fun. It's not that exciting because it's literally like, okay, I can do things a little faster now, but that's really important, especially when you're producing, right? If anything helps you get from point A to point B faster, that will always be beneficial and that'll always help you. So yes, workflow functions, everything that we talked about can be found in the on the website. Where is that website? Let me just check it out. So I think it's already shared on chat from yesterday's stream. So if you guys want to check that out, you can go to that link. Or if Spinny or Nikhil can just put in the link to features over here, that would be very helpful. So yes, you can check out those features. Again, workflow features, not the most fun things to go through, but definitely great tools to help you speed up your process and to help you just get to that end goal much faster, right? Any tool that helps you with your creativity is a good tool, so that is always good. Yeah, so Spinny has put in the link for Live 11 features, so you guys can check that out over there. If you guys have any questions about Live 11, you can ask them. I will answer whatever questions you guys have about Live 11 now, if you have any. If you guys ever come across any questions that you have in mind, don't forget, go to the Q&A forum. There is a section where you can, type in your questions on Live 11, and we will answer those questions, right? Tomorrow onwards, we're going to be looking at the fun things. So tomorrow onwards, we'll be looking at instruments. We're actually going to be playing some music and putting those things down. So that'll be a lot more fun.
Don, you can move your this thing. Is it window?
My face.
It's blocking that the session view thing, no?
Oh, when I was talking about session view, okay. I'll just show that again. Okay, fine. So I'll just quickly show that because I just talked about it and my face was covering it the entire time. All right, so let me move my face. Okay, so just a recap of what I was talking about in session view. If you notice on my master track now, I have, if I expand it, I can now put in tempo and time signature separately for each individual scene. Instead of manually typing them in before, we now have a section to put it in over here. I can also double click on the actual scene and I have follow actions per scene, so you can see that over here. This is what I talked about. So this is basically what it looks like. So you can actually put in your tempo as well as your signature changes within the scene directly over here itself. So that will definitely be helpful for the performers out there. So if you guys have questions, leave it on the forum. Make sure to ask your questions. Let us know what you think. If there's certain features in particular that you want us to show off, let us know. We will definitely talk about those features. Yes, tomorrow onwards it will be a little bit more exciting because we will be playing around with music. So I'll get a project together with some music and we'll record some stuff and play around with the new instruments and effects. There's some really, really fun instruments and effects that are a lot of fun to play around with. So we'll definitely play around with those tomorrow and have some fun with that tomorrow. But yes, these are the workflow functions that we covered. If you think I missed something, if something wasn't too clear, again, leave a message. We will get back to you on that, and we will help you with any problems you have. So yes, if nobody has any questions, I think I'll wrap up the stream for today. Last call, any questions? Anybody have questions? I'm just going to check the platform, see if anyone is typing anything. No questions. Awesome. Again, thank you guys for joining in. Hope you guys are having a good week. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. Stay safe, stay happy, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next stream. Peace.